Hello, welcome to this update. So let's see the tropical update for the Atlantic and the Eastern and Central Pacific. So first let's see some more urgent features on the Eastern Pacific, and then we will take a look at the long-range outlook for the Atlantic there. So feel free to skip to the Atlantic chapter if you're watching from there. So there are three disturbances there. One kind of in the Central Pacific with a high chance of development, Hurricane Gilma, and the third one is one in the Eastern Pacific. There are 70% chance the next 7 days. Let's see, disorganized showers and thunderstorms continue in association with a trough low pressure center several hundred miles southwest of the coastal southern Mexico. Environmental conditions are forecast to become more conducive for development in the next few days, and a tropical depression is likely to form late this week or over the weekend while the system moves west-northwest into the central portion of the Eastern Pacific, well offshore Mexico, so 30 and 70% chance with that one. Let's first see, let's see this one's 90% chance there. So well east southeast of the Hawaiian Islands, showers and thunderstorms continue to become better organized in association with a well-defined area low pressure located east-southeast of the Hawaiian Islands. If these trends continue, tropical depression is likely to develop by later today, while it moves generally westward 10 to 15 miles per hour. A weaker disturbance located just to its southwest expected to merge with the system later today. The system is expected to strengthen as it moves into the Central Pacific Basin tonight or Thursday, and it moves near the Hawaii Islands later this weekend or early next week. So be aware that interesting Hawaii should closely monitor this disturbance, though it remains too early to determine the exact location magnitude of potential hazards. So be aware there 90% chance right that the next 48 hours and 7 days. So this is Hurricane Gilma. It's now forecast to become major Hurricane Gilma there. I think it will be the first major hurricane of the Eastern Pacific hurricane season if this happens. So it won't hit land or anything, but it will be it's a powerful hurricane there in the middle of the Pacific. So let's see if the Central Pacific has something else. No, just this system there at 90% chance. So be aware. I think it's still in the Eastern Pacific Basin, but it seems kind of in the Central Pacific Basin, so I'm not entirely sure if this will get named on the Eastern Pacific or on the Central Pacific. If it gets named on the Central Pacific, it will be nice, because the last name there was used a very long time ago. So let's see now what those storms have. So that's Hurricane Gilma there. So the track, like I showed you, and the forecast mainly staying out to sea. I'll show you the models in a second. A lot of models have this going up to category 3 strength and remaining a hurricane and then weakening later. So let's see the forecast models. So first is the Eastern Pacific. Let's see some hurricane models for this hurricane as well. So the HRF has it there. Let's see a further outlook. Oh, here we can see the big picture. So it has there a very strong hurricane, then it goes, and yes, nothing crazy, just remain out to sea there. Let's see this other one. It has, well, that was a long time ago. So here it goes there, continues to strengthen, and then later weakens. So let's see some global models to see further out in time. So let's see here. So the European model 0Z has Hurricane Gilma there. It keeps going, but better go to the Central Pacific side, because so you can see Hawaii. So it keeps going there, Hurricane Gilma, then it will likely just pass north of Hawaii there, not affecting the island. But let's see what the GFS has. So that's the new system there. We'll talk about it in a second. So let's see Hurricane Gilma. That's Hurricane Gilma. Then you pass. The GFS is just south of Hawaii, but kind of affecting Hawaii too. So like meanders near Hawaii, drops a lot of rain. It goes there. So that's like. So let's see. That's the first system. Then Hurricane Gilma there could do a similar thing like meander near Hawaii, and that's the one forming after Hurricane Gilma, heading north there. So the Canadian has that new system there, and then it has Hurricane Gilma continuing, passing just north of Hawaii, but kind of dissipating, leaving some rain in Hawaii. That next system there. So let's see the icon. It has that first system, and then it has Hurricane Gilma goes there, and this doesn't go far out enough, but it has going close to Hawaii, but might pass just north. And now let's see that first system forming there, a bigger threat to Hawaii. So the icon has it going there, like going just south of Hilo there, so might brings a lot of rain and some rough conditions to Hilo there, and then go away. The European has that system forming there. It develops and then passes just south of Hawaii, and then goes away, but might leave some rain and wind there. The GFS has the system developing there. It goes, passes just south, but very close to Hawaii, leaves a lot of rain, and then goes away there. And let's see what else. So yeah, this mainly it. Let's see the Eastern Pacific again. So there's Hurricane Gilma. That's not the new system developing there. Then the European has this developing like slowly there, and then eventually it starts getting stronger and weakens there later down the road. So the GFS has a little bit stronger as Hurricane Gilma there, then that next system getting stronger and going out into the Pacific there. And yes, so be aware there in Hawaii, because of this first system there. This system tagged in red there might affect southern Hawaii, and monitor the future of Hurricane Gilma as well, because it might try to pass close. So be aware there, and let's see what else we have here. Current storms. So there's 90. Let's see that there's this Invest 90E. So let's see. I think this is the one near Hawaii. So most models have this passing just south of Hawaii. One or two get closer, but most pass just south of Hawaii. But this might have some impacts. The Canadian ensembles have this passing most, like most ensembles have it over Hawaii, and two of them has just south of it. And let's see, the GFS ensembles mainly have south of Hawaii, but some go over southern Hawaii as well. So Hawaii has to monitor this closely, and the intensity guidance most have just a tropical storm by like 24 to 36 hours, and some get to hurricane strength by 60 hours, and then it kind of weakens later. But it could try to be a hurricane, but mainly expected to be a tropical storm there. So there's this other Invest 91E in the middle of the Eastern Pacific. It's there. So let's see, but it's also showing it's near Hawaii there. So this is 91E and there's 90E. Weird. It looks like the same thing. I think this is the old disturbance that will merge with this Invest heading towards Hawaii there. So let's see some forecasts maybe of rainfall. So first, in the next, let's see, until Saturday, like the next 2 days, has some showers in Hawaii there, but nothing crazy. But until the 29th, as this system passes there, it has more than 149 millimeters of rain in parts of Hilo, as that the other island there just north of Hilo, close to 125 millimeters of rain. Let's go just to Monday, the 26th, and then it has 70 millimeters of rain throughout the big island. So be aware, more in Honolulu, a little bit, more in that northern island, a little bit as well. So be aware, especially southern Hawaii. This is the European. The GFS has a more to the south there. Let's see, it has a more south, and then it has the worst rain in southern Hilo there, in the south of the big island, more than 100 millimeters as well. So be careful there. Let's see, the icon has kind of a different thing. It has it going just south of Hawaii there, leaving some rain, but it has another spot of heavy rain, parts of central Hilo there, near, like in the middle of the big island, close to 3 inches in some areas there. So we'll keep monitoring this and stay safe there. Let's see, and then the European of the system has in Hilo close to 4 to 5 inches, and let's see, some 4 inches also in the other island. So stay safe. Stay safe there, but you probably just be a tropical storm passing south. Nothing that crazy, but always be careful. Might be some rough surf, some gusty winds. So there is some gusty winds passing near the islands there. Sometimes, like if I put it on mirror of the ocean, shows some 52 km power gusts. Then as this gets closer, some of those winds increase in the middle of the ocean there. But let's put this to miles per hour, because I think the Hawaiians use the same scale as in the US, because it's part of the US. So let's see. Yes, some 38 mile per hour winds in southern Big Island there. But in between the islands, like in the ocean there, it's close to 47, 48 miles per hour winds in the northern Big Island too. So some gusty winds, then it passes by. The strong winds continue in between the islands. Some islands further north, 41 miles per hour, 40, 37, and in the south there, let's see, the southernmost point close to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. So stay safe. Then it keeps going there, and those winds lessen a little bit. So let's see the GFS. So that was the European. The GFS has this approaching just to the south there, so it has passing south some 35 mile per hour gusts there, in the middle of the ocean 36 mile per hour winds. Then it keeps passing there, it increases a little bit in the southernmost point, close to 50 miles per hour, in the north for 44, even 45 miles per hour winds, further north near Honolulu, some occasional gusty winds too. So stay safe there, be aware. So the waves will be higher on the south side, close to 4 meters there. And then let's see, a similar thing, the European has this as well, a little bit less than the GFS, just 2 meter waves, but because the GFS is stronger, but the icon doesn't have waves, so be aware there. Let's see, so if we put this in, let's see, feet, so the European has like close to 9 feet, 9 foot waves as it passes by there. The GFS has around a little bit later, around Sunday to Monday, close to 15-foot waves. So be careful there. Might be some higher waves in some other areas too, but especially about Sunday to Monday, some other areas, some a little bit higher waves. So stay safe there, and that is mainly it. Those other big systems later there, and yeah, this is it. Let's see now the outlook for the Atlantic. So it's now quiet, but we have some indications that it might come back July, I think the end of August and early September especially. So let's see what the latest GFS has. It has some moisture there and everything, and then like later let's see, later about the 5th of September still has that system in the Gulf, but yesterday it had the system going like Debbie did over Florida, but now it has the system near Mexico and Texas there by September 5th, and some other disturbances there, and even some crazy low pressures in the northern Atlantic. So we'll keep monitoring this, but it's just one run, so this could change and we don't know what will happen. It's more than 3 weeks out, 2 weeks, so be aware. Let's see, the GFS 0Z had a similar thing, but nothing crazy in terms of development. Let's see, just more moisture there, so it didn't have any crazy development. The European still doesn't have anything, but it has some signs. Let's see, it has more moisture there, the Caribbean, but it has those tropical waves. Let's see, especially at the after the 31st of August, that tropical wave in the Atlantic we got a monitor. Then it has some moisture in the Gulf and the Caribbean to watch, but no development yet. The Canadian has, let's see, it has some more tropical waves there, and coming out of Africa, and it actually tries to get a system organized right before it reaches Texas by August 28th. So that's kind of crazy, but you never know. So let's see, it has some other tropical waves to watch later too. So let's see. The ensemble member of the Canadian has, let's see, mainly quiet, but some ensembles tried to form something by the 29th near the Caribbean. Let's see, later near the Caribbean by September 3rd, maybe stuff higher up there, and in the Atlantic. So this is the ensembles, but we don't know yet what will happen. Just some probabilities. So the European ensembles have next 248 hours. It has a little support, just one low pressure or two near Africa trying to form something, a thing or two in the Gulf, but probably not organized. And it has two members showing an organized system in the northeastern Caribbean by August 31st. So it's only two members there, but you never know. Let's see, the 12Z from yesterday had a little bit more support, so the 0Z today is a little more quiet. The 12Z from yesterday had more members there showing tropical depression, tropical storm strength passing through the Caribbean, maybe some in the Turks and Caicos. Let's see, some tropical storm strength in the eastern central Caribbean. So the 12Z yesterday had more support than today, but let's see the GFS. The GFS has, let's see, so the 6C is this today? Yes, so the 6C today has some support there, even some tropical storm, hurricane probabilities there. Some little members try to form something in the Gulf, and more stuff near Africa later by August 30th. So let's see, the 12Z from, let's see, so let's just put the 0Z from today and to 240 hours, and then it has a lot of, not as a lot of support, but it has a lot of members showing potential tropical depression or tropical storm development there the next 2 or 3 weeks, even a bigger one in the Caribbean. So we'll keep monitoring this, but nothing imminent yet. But we'll have to watch for the end of this month into the first weeks of September for something trying to form up there. So we'll keep monitoring and we'll tell you. So let's see some tropical cyclone probabilities from the European model. So it has the tropical storm probabilities here. Still nothing on the board, but let's see. Still nothing. Until September 2nd, still it doesn't have any tropical storm probabilities, but tropical depression probabilities. Let's see. It has like September 24th, some tropical depression probabilities in the Greater Antilles, but there's no other indications that will develop, so very low chance, but it keeps those probabilities there. By September 28th, it gets some new probabilities in the main development region, some in Africa there. Those in Africa still at a high latitude, but some decent probabilities, and still some more there, the main development region, but those ones keep going, moving west, and those probabilities as well. By September, by August 30th, so now it's August. Sorry if I said September, so now it's August. By August 30th, it has a 20 to 30% chance of tropical depression there in the Eastern Caribbean, and still some 10 to 20% then chance out there in the Atlantic. So it keeps going, rises to 10 to 20. Actually, that sort of yellow is like 20 to 30% tropical depression probabilities. So by September 1st, so definitely have to watch that time period. A big area by September 2nd, still some 10 to 20% probabilities in the Greater Antilles there by September 2nd. So we'll have to watch this, but nothing crazy on the horizon, just monitoring for those future systems. So let's see, because now we still have a lot of dry air in part of the Central Atlantic there, kind of suppressing the tropical waves that pass by there still, and some wind shear in the Gulf. So, so it's kind of quiet for now, but it will heat up later. So let's see the rainfall forecast. So there's still some minor tropical waves in the Eastern Caribbean, leaving some rain, occasional thunderstorms. More in Florida, those systems I talked about in the severe weather video, and more like afternoon storms in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Central America. Basically, like every day in Central America, a bunch of afternoon thunderstorms. In Western Mexico, there gets more activity. There's those blobs of rainfall near Panama and Costa Rica. They might leave some heavy rain there. So that this the GFS. The European has a similar thing. The afternoon thunderstorms in those areas, the rain in Panama and Costa Rica, but not as robust as the GFS, but it has more rain there as well. The occasional tropical waves in the Eastern Caribbean, and more stuff there. So let's see. The rainfall accumulation from today to Saturday, the 24th, shows more near Panama and Costa Rica. Let's see some 2 to 3 inches there, but let's put this in millimeters. 67, 46 millimeters there. Let's see in Belize, southern Belize and Guatemala, more rain 2 BOR, heavier in southern Mexico, some areas of Mexico there, especially western Mexico the next 3 days. So BOR western Mexico, more shower and thunderstorm activity. In the afternoon, storms in Nicaragua, Honduras, and El Salvador, more activity. So if I put this next 4 days, like next 5 days, let's see, has a lot up around Costa Rica and Panama, some areas close to 109 millimeters, 100 millimeters, 90 millimeters. So be aware, more heavy downpours in Costa Rica and Panama these next few days. So be careful there. Let's see, Panama 70 millimeters, 60, 70, even some 80, 90 millimeters in some areas there, and Costa Rica, especially those southwestern valleys there, some areas more than 100 millimeters. Not areas of Costa Rica of 2, 70, 30, 50 millimeters. So be aware there. More Nicaragua, northeastern Nicaragua, northwestern Nicaragua, some areas central Nicaragua, regular daytime thunderstorms. More Honduras, southern Honduras more, some areas in northern Honduras as well. Belize, still more southern Belize there, very active there, close to 70 millimeters next 5 days. Guatemala too, southern Guatemala near the Pacific, more than 50 millimeters. Mexico still active, southern Mexico, more in heavy rains during the day in southern Mexico. Mexico City 27 millimeters, and more in the Yucatan especially thunderstorms in the afternoon in the Yucatan, so more around southern Mexico, and those western areas of Mexico, like near the coast there, in like those areas, Acaponeta, Hidalgo, more heavy rains there in the next 5 days. Let's see, close or even more than 100 millimeters in those areas. A little bit more afternoon thunderstorms further north, and arise some rain in the east coast there, Mexico, a little bit of rain. So this is mainly it. Let's see if I say this in Spanish. Más lluvias fuertes en el oeste de México y sur de México. Precauciones. Good. So let's see, Jamaica, next 5 days, 20 millimeters and something. There might be some afternoon storms. Cuba, mainly some afternoon thunderstorms in Cuba. Some passing showers, Cayman Islands, and afternoon storms. More activity in the Bahamas, 40, 20 to 50 millimeters, Turks and Caicos. Maybe some storms and showers. Dominican Republic, more afternoon storms in Haiti. The Dominican Republic might be a storm or two in Puerto Rico. More showers in the Lesser Antilles, especially like near Barbados has 30 millimeters, Martinique 24 millimeters. So more showers and some passing storms there. Be aware, but nothing crazy. And stay safe. Let's see. Wind gusts, a little bit gustier in the central Caribbean there. Let's see, sometimes near the Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, but mainly some gusty winds central Caribbean, kind of in the eastern Caribbean. By August 28th there, a system might pass close and leave some gusty winds and some higher waves. But for now, the higher waves are in the central Caribbean there. But it comes down a lot. It's mainly like today and tomorrow, some higher waves there, and then the waves in the Atlantic come down a little bit, but some higher waves there by August 28th. So this is mainly it. Stay safe and warn others.